But Arvind is a stock in focus. The company has forayed into e-commerce via Arvind Internet. So to discuss this in detail and the prospects of Arvind Internet, we have Kulin Lalbhai, Executive Director at Arvind, who now joins us. Hi Kulin, good afternoon. Congratulations on your latest venture. To begin with, can you take us through how much e-commerce will actually be contributing to your business and how you plan to scale it up?
Sure, it's great to be here. E-commerce is going to be a major growth driver for the group going forward. We see e-commerce as a business and not just a channel for our brands. So we have been building this business out. It's already been a year and a half since we have built it out. We have a vision to achieve 1,000 crores in revenue in 3 years. We will be launching a couple of different business models and they will all be housed in Arvind Internet Limited.
Okay. Fair enough. Kulin, hi, good to see you in today and congratulations on your venture. How much are you investing into this venture and what are your financial projections in terms of a possible EBITDA break-even, revenue generation as well as a profit break-even?
So it's still the first year of our building this business out. So in the first year, the capital outlay for the business is 20 crores. Moving forward, of course, as the business scales up significantly, we will invest more. Since our business model is slightly different from typical e-commerce because we kind of own the brands that we will be retailing and we'll be building it out end to end. It's a margin model which is quite powerful. We feel we can hit a break even in this business in 3 years' time from launch.
Okay, Kulin, also in your press conference earlier, you said that you're also looking to house multiple other businesses. What are these other businesses that you would be looking at?
So the first business which we have launched is called Create.com. It's a very innovative, disruptive model on taking custom clothing online. So you can create more than 100,000 clothes on this website. It will be created in this automated factory to your fit and preferences and delivered to your home. So it's a very exciting model which we are going to take global. That's the first model which we have launched. And the next model you can look forward to is a model which would leverage the group's strengths on the ready-to-wear side of our business. We have more than 30 brands in our portfolio, more than 1,200 physical stores, and we have an entire textile vertical supply chain. So all of those strengths of the group will be brought together to create a brick and click seamless sort of e-commerce model, which will be a large-scale model. You can see that launch a year from now, somewhere in the beginning of the next fiscal.
Okay. Kulin, while 20 crores is not that much in terms of investment for the size of the company, I just wanted more details in terms of where the sources or resources of 20 crores would be deployed. Would that be only the first year of investment and hence we would see it scale up in terms of investment amounts as the years go by? Could you give us more details on that?
The investment I talked to you is about is for Create, which is kind of a niche model. There the investment is more in retail stores and it is in the factories which we have created. So we have created these automated factories which will create these clothes. So the main investment is in these physical assets. It's not so much so into the softer stuff of advertising and customer acquisition. That's a smaller component in the first year.
Okay, and what would be the synergies that we could see with the company in terms of maybe the margins? Would there be, what would be the backward integration as well as the forward integration and hence any impact on your blended margins for the company as a whole?
No, because in the first year this is a small business in the scheme of Arvind. So you will not be seeing a margin impact anywhere. Also, this is a end-to-end vertical model wherein it's our own brand being hosted on our own site. So the margin model is actually pretty good. So it's not going to really be very margin dilutive or a very large cash burn in this business.
Okay. All right, Kulin, and just one last question. I just wanted to understand, would you eventually look to possibly shift maybe a large part of your retail operations online because it would be less capex intensive and maybe that's where the market would be headed as well?
We see e-commerce as a massive opportunity in India. You can see a future where a large part of apparel retail will be online. But we are believers in seamless retail. We are believers in brick and click, where online and offline are both very large growth drivers. I don't think our offline vision or strategy is going to be affected by e-commerce. We see e-commerce as an enabler, because for our brands what it means is that we now have a bigger market, a bigger access, and a much more powerful relationship with our customer. So you will see the traditional brick retail business of ours grow very rapidly towards the $1 billion mark, and you will see e-commerce in a way being an additional enabler to further expand what we have on the branded side. So we see a lot of synergies between the two. We don't see one over the other.
All right, Kulin, thanks very much for joining us this afternoon, and all the best with your venture. So that was the management of Arvind. Let's shift focus to Pratibha Industries. They've reported a strong set of earnings.